It's like coffee, cream, chocolate, milk. What's going on, beer lovers? Welcome to another bonus episode. I'm Jeff.
I'm Justin. And today we are reviewing the Oatmeal Milk Stout from River Horse Brewing in Ewing, New Jersey. It is a 6.7% oatmeal milk stout and should be a beast because that is probably one of the highest ABVs for a stout we've ever had.
Yeah, it's very true. And I'm thinking milk stout, so I'm thinking sweet, oatmeal, creamy, smooth, 6.7%. Are you kidding me?
Let's see how they do it in the Garden State. You ready, Jeff?
Let's have some beer.
Let's have some beer.
All right, Justin, so now the beer's been poured. Let's go in for the aroma.
Alrighty, let's check it out. Just what you'd expect with any milk stout. You're getting that rich caramel, chocolatey, malty goodness, and it is pretty robust and pretty delicious.
I'm getting that real soft, milky aroma off this.
Yeah, it has that rich, thick milk sugar type aroma off of it, but you're still getting caramels. You're getting chocolates. It's an oatmeal milk stout. It's what you'd expect.
I get the sweetness though. Is it the sweetness of the malts that I'm getting, or is it something else? Like, it reminds me a little bit of like cinnamon, like a cinnamon bun. Go ahead and just kind of dig your nose into that and tell me what you think. It's sweet, it's milky, it's definitely dairy-ish. Maybe it's the oatmeal that I'm getting out of it. I guess every time I have oatmeal, it's usually that cinnamon oatmeal, like the instant oatmeal packets. So maybe that's what it's reminding me of.
Bringing in those childhood memories, huh?
Yeah, but it's got a slight sweetness to it. I don't know if it's the dairy, like the milk. They use lactose in this recipe. I don't know. I don't know if it's the dairy or if there's something else, but the only way to know for sure is to dig in and try the actual beer. So let's give it a shot.
Let's give it a taste. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh. Oh man. I don't know what you're thinking, Justin, but for me this is a fantastic stout. Man, it is sweet, it is malty, but at the same time you get the softness, that smooth, velvety mouthfeel from the lactose in this beer. It's like coffee, cream, chocolate, milk. It's just so smooth, and for 6.7%, my goodness. This is actually a really light tasting beer.
The best way I can describe this, it's a stout milkshake. It is velvety, creamy, rich, chocolatey, coffee flavors, caramel flavors, everything that you want in a milk stout and a good oatmeal milk stout it's all there. And at 6.7%, it's a little bit of a sneaker. It's you wouldn't think it's 6.7. You think maybe 4 or 5, but 6.7, that's a pretty heavy hitter. It's definitely something that's very drinkable. You can have a lot of these and you don't feel overly heavy. I mean, it does have a good warmth to it, but it's not heavy. It's not a big weighty beer.
Alright, so now that we've talked a little bit about the beer itself, let's get into the scoring. I'm going to go ahead and start with the aroma.
Okay.
So, if I was going to rate this aroma, I'm going to give it an 8. And the reason why I'd give it an 8 is because it does have a fantastic aroma. You get the malt aromas out of there. You get that roasty, toasty, chocolatey goodness just coming right off those malts. And then on top of that, you get the milkiness, like that lactose. It's almost like you just stepped into a dairy. And then there's that mystery aroma. I wanted to call it cinnamon. I wanted to call it that cinnamon oatmeal, whatever it was. But regardless of whatever that aroma actually was, all I know is that it smelled incredible and it got me really excited to try this beer. Justin, how would you score this?
You can smell the rich unctuousness of this beer. You get the chocolate, the caramel, the spice, all those different notes coming at you. But it's also very, very, very refined, very held back. Nothing really jumps out at you like, oh my god, there's coffee, or oh my god, there's chocolate. So it's average to me. It's good, but it's not great. It's a 7 for me. I know we've had a lot of good stouts. There's some that are more pronounced, more better, more well-rounded. Everything that you can say. It's not in that upper echelon, but it's pretty damn close. So that's why I got to give it a 7. Taste, Jeff, what do you have it as?
All right, so for taste, honestly, 6.7% Oatmeal Milk Stout. I'm gonna give it a 9. I feel like, to be honest with you, if I was gonna drink a stout, this would be a fantastic go-to for me. It's smooth, it's light, it's sweet, it's creamy, it's got bitter coffee notes in it. It's just very well balanced, and at the same time, because it's just that sweet, light, milky flavor and texture to it, I feel like this is something I could drink a lot of. And at 6.7%, I feel like it would sneak up on me well, which tells me that's a damn good beer. That is something that I'm definitely looking for. And for that reason, I gotta give it a higher score. I gotta give it that 9.
Okay.
Alright, so Justin, how are you gonna score this beer?
Alright, so when it comes to these beers, I mean, we've had a lot of good stouts, a lot of good porters. And I always try to compare the ones that are most memorable to me in my head and see how they would rank as far as those go. And I can't give it a 10 because my 10 spot's never going to be unseated. My 9 spot is pretty solid too, and it's hard to beat that too. Is it an 8? I'm pretty sure it's an 8. It's not the ultimate stout or porter. It's not one of the highest end, like in the conversation of the best. But it is definitely an upper end porter and stout that you want to have a drink of it. And you want to have a lot of drinks of it. It's rich, it's creamy, it's tasty, it's velvety, it is delicious, and it's very, very drinkable. 6.7%, it's a sneaker, and it is definitely one of the solid porters and stouts that you could have out there. That's why I'm giving it an 8. Alright, now the ultimate question, would we buy it again? I'll start off with this one, and you know what? I kind of have to say yes. 6.7%, it's on the strong end of porters and stouts. You want that type of big, rich, thick drink, and you still want to feel the good porter stoutness. You want all the mouthfeels, you want all the taste, you want all the flavors. This is definitely one I would reach for over and over again. It's solid, like I said, not the greatest, but it is very, very solid. So I would buy it again, especially if I'm in New Jersey, because who knows? Who knows what I'm going to find in New Jersey? Not saying that it's not a bad thing, but if this is anything that you'll find in New Jersey, I can't wait to go. Jeff?
I mean, for me, the answer's pretty clear. I would definitely buy this again. It really does call for a special occasion, though. I mean, I am a stout drinker. I do enjoy stouts, but I feel like maybe this is more of a seasonal beer for me. So it would depend on the time of year that I would actually buy this. Another thing is that 6.7%, I think that's really important to note, because when it comes to stouts, for me, if I start drinking a stout, I'm drinking stouts all night, and 6.7%, I could probably only have maybe 3 of these before I really start feeling it. So if I was going to do a beer like this, I would have to be on a mission to get a little bit twisted. On top of that, I would say that I would recommend this to friends. I have a few friends that really like those higher gravity beers, the higher ABVs, and it's not often that every day you come across a stout with a higher ABV that is as light and as smooth and velvety as this beer. And for that reason, I'd have to say, yeah, if I had an opportunity, if the situation came along where it called for a beer like this, I would definitely buy it again.
So overall, a very good beer, but not holy cow, that's great.
Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed our review. If you did enjoy it, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below if you've tried this beer before. Let us know what your thoughts are about it. And if there's another beer you'd like us to try, let us know what it is. Until then, I'm Jeff.
I'm Justin.
And we'll see you next time on Let's Have Some Beer. Cheers. Cheers.